artist, you have everybody is told that you got to innovate. You have innovation is key in every space, and along with when you have to innovate, you also have to be a risk taker. And as an artist, how does innovation and risk taking, how do they sound to you and the work that you do?
Risk is there. It's more in an artist's journey. It is more critic. More than risk, I will say, because at a particular point of time in which you are, in the creative endeavor, there is an accepted right and an accepted wrong. You should do it like this to be accepted. As if I want to present a dance presentation, a varnam, for instance, it has to have this structure. Only then it is called a varnam. Otherwise, it's not called a varnam. So we ourselves, we meaning humans ourselves, have created this. But when we get out of that structure and say, why can I not turn or tweak that varnam to look like this, and I turn it a little shade. I'm reminded of Dhananjayan Master's choreography, Ninne Neranammi Nanura. It was a Padavarnam, like any other Padavarnam. Of course, it's not a Shringara Nayika, it is a Bhakti-oriented piece, all right. And he took a risk in the second half by just creating one particular, it's a swaram and a sahitya. That means swara is where there is pure dance or nritta done, followed by the lines of mime where they do something to express what the poet is saying. Now, what he did was the expressing the poet's thoughts was itself woven into the swara, so that it's not pure nritta, but it is actually leading into the sahitya. Meaning, just to give an example, there was one section where it talks about Krishna looking for butter and milk. Venna palara gimpa, aragimpa, vega lechi. No, that's not in the second half. Palaragimpa donga ataladina, meaning you wanting to have the butter and the milk, and then you stole it and you ran away. So this is a simple thing, but when he did that in the swaram, instead of doing pa ga ma as a proper nritta piece, he did it as pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ma pa sa da pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ma pa sa da pa ma. When it led into that sahityam, so that was a risk at that point of time, for which he was heavily criticized, saying that he had stepped out of the boundary of how a varnam should be treated. Yes, but 5 years down the line, the same varnam was repeated by him, and it was lauded, and it was appreciated by one and all, saying that how he stretched the boundaries. So you have to take a risk at every point of time to be able to stretch the boundary. But there is one factor that we cannot lose out on: the art form and the structure of the art form itself. You cannot lose out on that. Otherwise, it will cease to be that particular art form. You can keep stretching the boundary and it will allow you to do that, because every period of time, things change and we have to allow for that.
Correct.
That is risk that is worth taking. But that comes with the same intuition, and for which you need to practice.